So thank you, Madam President. I first want to thank the sponsors for their diligent work on this legislation and for not rushing HB 140 through the legislative process. In fact, it has taken many years and many iterations of this bill to get where we are today. As I have stated on multiple occasions, process matters. And what I would deem as proper process has been followed. Like numerous pieces of legislation this body has considered, passions are strong on both sides of the issue. The weight of our vote, the vote of myself and my colleagues, if I may speak for them, is quite heavy. And we don't take it lightly. It shouldn't be taken lightly. Life's precious, particularly to those of us who believe a higher power has given our life meaning. So I hope the supporters of this bill recognize that my forthcoming no vote and that of my Republican caucus colleagues is not from a place of indifference. We have heard from those whose circumstances have brought them to a place of support. And I truly sympathize with those individuals and their difficult stories. I get it. I really do. However, there are deep concerns with HB 140 from a wide spectrum of individuals and groups, and I can't ignore that. The American College of Physicians, the American Medical Association, the Delaware Psychiatric Association, the Delaware Developmental Disabilities Council, and the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network all oppose physician-assisted suicide, not to mention the Catholic Diocese of Wilmington, along with many other religious institutions. In fact, I think it's worth asking why no major medical association has expressed support of this. But my statement isn't for that. We appreciate the safeguards, I do, that have been placed in this legislation that should hopefully keep this strictly to those who have received a terminal diagnosis and are of sound mind capable of making this decision without coercion. With that said, it's a slippery slope, and it's a very real concern, and I do not want to be flippant in my decision. Now, I don't like that word. I just want to make sure that I'm appreciative of the issues and understanding of where folks are, but still remain convinced that I'm not there at this time. There are documented cases in Colorado, for example, of medically assisted suicide medication being distributed and or administered to individuals who do not have a terminal diagnosis. And while the language of this bill should prevent that, a future General Assembly, as seen in other states, could make changes. That has been the case in other jurisdictions. I have to guard against that. So it's for those reasons that myself and I believe our caucus will oppose HB 140. And I ask my friends on the other side of the aisle who may be on the fence, who may be uncertain of where to go, consider those reasons prior to casting a vote. I thank you for the time, Madam President.